semis, losers quarters between Trevonte and Shaky.
Wow.
Yeah. So
what
this
matchup?
This is a matchup that Shaky hates fighting Trevonte Sheik. And it's partly because Trevonte and Shaky have fought each other so much that Trevonte might be the scariest Sheik at the Ness matchup specifically.
Yep, and Trevonte definitely knows what to do in this matchup. I mean, as I highlighted earlier, there's definitely a video of Trevonte just edge guarding Shaky for I think a good 30 seconds, going with his needles, going with those forward airs, catching these air dodges, and Shaky was unable to go ahead and get back, but in the early going, Shaky does have himself basically a 40% lead, but Trevonte just fighting right back.
What's a lead to an edge guard though, Miho? That's the real question.
It means absolutely nothing. Do you see a Sheik? Exactly. Ooh, I like that slight needle charge right there too. Trevonte just trying to get any advantage that he can. Ooh, and the bouncing fist get himself back onto the stage. Shaky, not ready for it.
One thing I find really interesting is how fearless Shaky is playing, considering that he's fighting a Sheik in the neutral, right? He's going in. And he's going in, he's pressing buttons, he's trying to tomahawk. He's acting as if he's the aggressor with all the frame data in the world.
Ooh, PK fire, not going to land with the forward air. Shaky definitely was looking for that, possibly taking away that stock. But now, back throw is an option. If Trevonte gets caught, that's going to be the stock. But Shaky going to get caught by the bouncing fish.
Yeah, Trevonte waiting for that air dodge, finding the bouncing fish conversion right afterwards.
And back throw not going to kill coast to coast. A little too far.
Finding that down air, gets right through that situation, backs off to that corner. Trevonte going back and forth now, recognizing that he's one Ness up air away, or a Ness nair. Wasn't quite ready to block that, even though he did get the block for the previous move, but Shaky is so good at managing his air moves off of short hops that he can a lot of times squeeze in like an up air and then an air or something like that. One after the other. Very, very tough pressure to deal with.
And Trevonte immediately scooping him up off of that air and aerial, only getting a forward air off of that down throw, but Shaky already mounting his comeback to try to even this up.
Shaky getting Trevonte off stage, finding the first fair, then immediately falling back, looking for some ledge traps. Goes for jab, instead he meets a shield, but doesn't lose too much stage for it.
Yeah, but not even opting for the PK Thunder. Just really recognizing his own neutral, understanding that, yo, even though if he does hit me, yo, I'm going to go ahead and find his landing. I'm going to go ahead and put any type of pressure onto him. And these forward airs finally going to get punished. Trevonte back in the offensive. No, immediately he's just evening it back up and catching the air dodge. Trevonte, I love the way he is just forcing Shaky into these terrible situations.
Yeah, because normally Ness air dodge is so hard for most characters to deal with because he enters that Z-axis, which kind of falsely elongates his invincibility frames for it, right? And he has so much good air drift, but Sheik is so fast and covers so many options.
And the down smash catching the 2-frame off of the vanish. Shaky taking the first game.
Wow. That down smash being able to close out that stock at a clean 80%. Trevonte, though, not looking too far behind in that game. I mean, honestly, this feels like it's going to be another Game 5 set. Given how close that first game was.
They're going back and forth so far, Trevonte and Shaky, but we can either see a 3-0 or we can see a Game 5. Like, these players know each other so well that they're going to get the complete read, or they're just going to go back and forth.
I mean, they're practically roommates. Meanwhile, though, Trevonte starting off this next game, trying to keep Shaky cornered, finds himself a nice fair string, getting him to the other coast. Oh, okay, yeah, the smash roll ledge did eat this PK Thunder, but it doesn't matter. Still manages to Magna Hands to it. Shaky stays on that platform, finally finds his way down.
The jabs coming up from Shaky, trying to put on any type of percent, but Trevonte, the immediate tomahawk catching him with the forward throw, and the bouncing fist catching the air dodge jump, but this is going to be another punish coming from Trevonte, only going for the forward smash. I'm surprised he didn't try to go for the grab, and the back throw leading him back off stage.
I think he was just trying to maximize the damage there, but the smash roll platform was there to catch Shaky immediately afterwards.
Yeah, but the nair in the bouncing fish, sending Shaky right back off stage, putting on more percent. 115 is Shaky now, and Trevonte has a complete read on all these air dodges after the double jump.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job right now. It's not able to cover that smash roll platform completely, and Shaky makes his escape. Shaky looking to try to play a little bit more of a baity neutral here, but so far it's not really working too well. I suspect it's because Trevonte just knows Ness so well as a character that he just doesn't fall for these tricks anymore. He just knows when it's safe and when it isn't.
With down tilt, not leading into the upper, but the bounce fist gonna catch Shaky, still holding on to that stock. Not nearly enough rage onto Trevonte. Only 40% on him.
Yeah. Oh, air dodging right through those needles, finding himself back on center stage. I mean, here's the scary thing though. This is a rage Ness, so if he does find his way back to this neutral and actually takes an advantage state for himself, it's going to be very, very terrifying for Trevonte. I can see a Ness up there killing at like 80% free.
Another forward air coming out, not going to catch him.
Okay, and finding himself 60%, 69%. Keeping this edge guard going 80%.
PK Thunder. Really Shaky's trying to mount his comeback and up air from the ground. Almost taking away the stock, but the next one definitely will do it.
Okay, maybe I was exaggerating when I said 80%, but it does feel that strong some days.
It's literally an aerial Mario up smash.
That's,
like, we all have to remember that.
Yes, we all really, really do.
Okay, Trevonte just going for those pummels, but gonna get immediately grabbed. Shaky with the back throw.
We saw the same thing happen.
And the forward tilt coming out on the platform. Even stocks.
This is why Sheik doesn't necessarily need a kill throw, because when you have an F tilt like that kills, I think you're doing okay. I mean, it did take still 200%, but oh my gosh, getting the carry!
Oh no!
Oh my gosh!
Shaky, please, taking it away with the double forward air, and Shaky going up 2-0 now.
Right off of that missed tech on the platform, the moment he saw that, Shaky had the absolute confidence in his string going forward. Wow! And there we go. It is 2-0 Shaky so far.
Yep, and Shaky with that awareness. I love the way he just recognized that. He's like, yo, Eric, you missed this tech. I'm taking away that stop.
I mean,
and he did. That was it.
That's the really interesting thing is so far in the set, like, it looks like it's like a slight Trevonte favor for most of it, right? But Shaky finds that one critical hole and is able to punish it so hard that he just takes the game then and there. He did it in the first game with that down smash off the ledge. He did it that game on the missed tech on the platform. Trevonte needs to make sure he stays absolutely airtight against this opponent because Shaky's had it up to here with being edge guarded by Sheik, right? He's ready to go. He has a whole year's worth of temper to let loose.
Yep, and right now Shaky is already exploding for 40% in the early going. He's getting himself another grab, going for the back throw right away. Interesting, surprised he didn't try to go for a forward throw, just keeping up the pressure, but now the PK fire is coming out, the wind air hitbox coming up for Trevonte off of that advantage. Has Shaky in disadvantage state right now, but no, we're going back right into neutral. Trevonte getting a grab and the forward air.
Yeah. Trevonte looking for those openings. Shaky still playing as bold as ever, this time going again on the aggressive.
No, I like those double forwarders, taking 8% that he can. Trying to send Shaky right back off stage, but unfortunately, it is not working out for Trevonte so far. Shaky wisely air dodging at the correct times when Trevonte is trying to throw out these hitboxes and finds himself back in advantage.
Shaky trying to cool it down a little bit, throwing in some empty hops. Trying to get his composure a little bit more in this game, and he finds his grab, finds his back throw. Now that he's harassing with the PK Thunder, actually goes for the balloon to clank it out so he can focus on his down smashing at the ledge instead. Trevonte, though, jumps out of that situation, makes it back to center stage, and himself just waits patiently. Recognizes how when he's overextended a little bit at the wrong time, Shaky's been able to turn it around on him this entire set.
Ooh, Shaky going to get caught on that platform, the bouncing fish coming in and taking it away. Trevonte trying to go ahead and get any type of extra percent right here on the second stock, but Shaky trying to make sure that does not happen. Coming with all these arrows and up air, putting in that shield in the immediate back air as well.
Shaky, though, jumping right over those needles, recognizing them for what they are, tossing out that landing up air. 0% on both of them, but Shaky's the one who's looking at eliminating Trevonte with just one more stock.
No, definitely, this is reminiscent of that last stock. Trevonte back there on that platform, finally able to go ahead and get away. Now he's going to stock early like he did in the last game.
Shaky, a much different appearance of Shaky from the beginning of this game, right? Where he went in completely recklessly.
Oh my goodness, Shaky going for the triple. Not going to go ahead and land it, but now Trevonte sitting at 76% after that neutral air.
This hot and cold pressure that Shaky is putting on now, I think he's found his happy little balance between going all-out aggression and trying to bait out. And it's working so far, getting already 76%.
And that's the thing with Shaky. Sometimes he can go ahead and play so smartly, trying to have the precise shots, but other times he will just go ahead and basically turn off his brain and just start hitting those sticks like you see him.
Oh, yeah, he understands exactly the way to use Ness's aerials one after the other. Essentially, an optimal spam. As disrespectful as that might sound, it actually takes quite a bit of science and thinking to pull it off.
Oh my goodness, the neutral air, terrible DI coming up for Trevonte, basically giving it to Shaky, 3-0.
Sniping the back of his head off that misbouncing fish. Really nicely done by Shaky. I haven't seen Shaky 3-0 Trevonte since like the first couple of months he was here.
No,
like,
Trevonte wasn't ready for that neutral air. He thought that bouncing fish was going to help him out, and he was still DIing in the way of that bouncing fish. He ended up doing diagonal down, and that spelled his doom right there.
I see. Yeah, that would absolutely do the trick.
Yep, and now look at Trevonte already immediately going to his phone, probably tweeting out or even going to the Fiend chat right now, letting him know, like,